Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Northwestern's offense will take the first swing of the game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively. Chance in this one, and I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David. It's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Behind the line, it's Gibbs. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Back to pass, it's Chang. Looking down the middle. It's complete. Now down play gets him a first at the 29.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the USC Trojans offense has the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about... a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find a guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Chen. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defense.
about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the outbound. Oh, he's got some space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a ball. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Chen. Makes the catch. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And that is a huge conversion.
This is crazy. They're just converting everything.
Thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal, but instead,
looking for the end zone.
Like literally converting everything.
This is crazy.
He shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Central Michigan has the lead right now. Mount Pleasant has been jumping all week. But this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I needed that.
It looks so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job of play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Chen. He's taking the shot.
Bro! I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble.
Receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Getting late here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket.
Oh, my God.
And he gets a first down. So much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Bryant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Under fire.
Oh my God. Can I get some blocking? I'm literally getting shoved to the ground.
We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
How was that not a touchdown, though?
First half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll go to the sneak. He's not going
Bro.
to job of his defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams ahead.
Oh, there we go.
Touchdown USC.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you need. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. From the gun, running back gets the give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime
guys. Looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And that one will put him up here in the second half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
The screen, and watch out. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Here's a hit. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Isaac. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Northwestern will have to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Swings it out to his running back. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Got a man. It's Bryant. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Trojans are rolling down the field. Tight end now in motion. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor it.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. 1st and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive line. And get off the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Chen. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Catch in the middle. It's
quarterbacks, arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gibbs. Quick step and go. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Flips the field in an instant and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need some...
Oh, he's got some space. Not enough space. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. With the catch, it's Bryant. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop. as quick and as fast as they are.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Going to the running game. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Central Michigan is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Chippewas on the scoreboard. They're up by 39 over Kent State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Chen. Takes the easy completion. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Using the quick gain. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Northwestern right back to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Floating away. Got away from the trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The gift to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's got it on the move. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC! 2 wins in a row.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Chen. They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And the pummeling has started. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other, you start to have success. You start to grow as an identity, and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.